Hello, David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. In June, we were contacted by The Morning Show. Now, The Morning Show is the most popular morning news show, variety show, if you will, talk show in Australia. And they contacted us because they have a segment called Superfan. Now, as soon as I was contacted by the producers, my spidey sense went off. I mean, is this the type of show that I've seen before that really shows how somebody like myself is fanatical, just too much into their hobby, somebody lonely sitting in their basement playing with their dolls? Shut up. Anyway. So I saw some of these Superfan excerpts, and they'd sent me a couple of instances of these. I went online, I researched it, and it looked incredibly legitimate. This was a segment of the morning show where they really focused on the passion, the people's connection to different hobbies, and they wanted to focus on James Bond. So quite frankly, the Bond Experience was honored. Why am I talking like I'm in third person? I was honored to do this, and it was a lot of fun. So, I wanted to give you a bit behind the scenes. We're going to show you the entire segment. It's only about 5.5 to 6 minutes long. It's not very long, but it does take up a nice chunk of the morning show part. But there's a lot leading up to it. First of all, I was contacted by the producers. I had to get on the phone. I had to talk to them about my hobby, how long I've been into it, some of my interests, challenges, opportunities, how am I connected to other James Bond superfans, etc. Motivation. But then they sent me a series of questions. Now, I was fascinated by these questions. It talked about my favorite brands, my favorite clothing. It really focused on the Bond lifestyle, really what kind of the Bond experience is all about. So I readied myself, I prepped myself, I went over in my head, I wrote things down. I really did a lot of prep for this. The day of, I had to go to Philadelphia to a studio because even though this was in Australia, one of their affiliate or sister companies is in Philadelphia. So we were going to use this studio with a nice background, nice blue, green screen, whatever they use. I can't even remember. So I went there, and mind you, Australia, Philadelphia, time change. So this was in the evening, even though it's a morning show. So I decided, okay, what am I going to wear? And they said, wear whatever you want to wear. Wear something Bondish. And I don't know, maybe they expected me to be in a tuxedo. Not going to do that. So you'll see that I actually did wear the Armani jacket, basically the whole Miami outfit from Casino Royale. One of my favorites. So went down there, got a little makeup on, they mic'd me up, not a lot of pomp and circumstance. It was a skeleton crew because it was kind of late at night. They sat me in a seat. Okay, so picture this. I'm sitting in a seat. I can't even see what's behind me because it's a green screen. I've got a little hidden mic in my ear, which they kind of ran down, and I can't see a thing. I can't see the hosts. I can't see what they're referring to. And I'm not starting to make excuses, but it was a black studio. I couldn't even see the camera because there's a big, like, robust light hitting my face. All right, you've got the picture. And by the way, when I say I can hear them, I can barely hear them. It's like, I heard the producer over in Australia come on. They're like, David, are you ready? Excuse me? Are you ready? You're going to be going on in 3 minutes. You're going on in 2 minutes. Okay, when we come back from commercial break. And I'm like, commercial break? I can't see your commercial break. Anyway, let's take a look at what the outcome was.
The accent, the suit, the intrigue. He's the international super spy who needs no introduction. But let's give him one anyway. All it takes is just 3 little numbers, 007, to know exactly who we're talking about.
The name's Bond. James Bond. Vodka martini. Shaken, not stirred. And for you?
The same.
Oh, the James Bond movie franchise is the longest continually running film series of all time, grossing in excess of $9 billion at the global box office. And one of the series' biggest fans is David Zaritsky, who doesn't just collect costumes and props, he's living the life with the cars and the cocktails and the clothes, the whole thing. David joins us now live from Philadelphia. Good morning to you. What is it about Bond that you love so much, David?
It's actually a very good question, because if you get past the fact that he's an assassin and he's misogynistic and he creates mayhem, but you just said he lives an amazing lifestyle. He travels to exotic locations. He drinks fine wines, eats amazing food, has beautiful sports cars, and that's not a bad life.
Right.
You have one of the biggest Bond collections in the US. So how did this all start for you? I am a psychologist's dream. I had a father who was very successful, did not have a lot of time, but my memories of him are specifically when he would sneak me into a James Bond movie. So I'm pretty sure it's trying to recapture that moment with my father. But when I did get to be a little bit older and had some spending money, I decided, you know, people collect art, they collect musical instruments, they collect baseball cards. Why not James Bond? And it started this whole giant snowball.
Wow, we're looking around your collection now on screen. It is phenomenal. You've also got bikinis from the Bond girls. How do you go about acquiring that?
Yeah, they are difficult to wear, but worth it. No, I'll tell you, a lot of these things come from charity auctions. So what's wonderful is that Eon, who the producers of the Bond films, doing amazing things with charity. So most of these items that are screen used, like the bikini that you just saw, are from charity auctions, which is it's a wonderful way it's a win-win situation, really.
Wow, what's your favourite piece of all the pieces of memorabilia you have? Your favourite?
I think my favorite piece, it's not my most expensive or most impressive, but I have a shaving kit from Skyfall. And the reason it's my favorite is two of my best friends for my 50th birthday spent 6 months finding all the pieces of this shaving kit, putting it together, then they flew from around the world to deliver it to me. So it's got this emotional connection. And then a close second is probably, yeah, very nice. But a close second is probably my Aston Martin. I do love going into the garage and looking at that.
Oh, that's second compared to a shaving kit? Okay.
Hang on, is that the one actually used in the film,
Yeah.
or is it just an Aston Martin?
It's an Aston Martin, and it's not even the correct Aston Martin, but I've always loved the brand. Since I was a little child playing with the Corgi toy, I've always wanted one, so now I get to drive one to work.
I'm tipping, Kylie, that you can't actually buy one with the machine gun in the front grille.
Oh, no,
who is your...
It's an optional extra.
Yeah,
yes.
okay. Now, this is the big question that's been asked around the world forever and ever and ever. Looking at the colour of your hair, we think maybe we know the answer, but we're going to ask anyway. Your favourite 007?
So actually, my favorite Bond is Sean Connery. I mean, I think he sets the foundation. I think again, I'll create Craig as a Daniel Craig. I mean, Daniel Craig, I think, has done amazing things. You know, we're the same age, so I have that kind of affability with him. But yeah, I think Daniel Craig's done some amazing things with the films.
Yeah, but there was that confronting headline back in 2015 where Daniel Craig admitted to only ever signing on to another Bond film for the money. I mean, did that take a little bit of the shine off you? You're the #1 fan of this, you know, genre, and yet here we have the guy who plays him saying, you know, I don't really want to do another one. Did that take a little of the shine off for you?
You know something? It didn't, and I'll tell you why, because if you listen to all of what he said basically it's asking somebody if they just ran a 5K race. At the end of the race, if someone said, do you want to run it again? And you would say, no, I don't want to run another race. So he was tired. He hadn't seen his family, and so, you know, the money, there was something around him slitting his wrists. All of those macabre things came out because of probably frustration. So he's a human like you and I.
Oh, you are a true fan.
Now,
a little bit.
Daniel Craig has said that the next movie will be his very last 007. So, in your eyes, who should be the next Bond?
Oh, well, that's a great question. There's so many people. Henry Cavill, I think he'd be great. I think he's got kind of the look and the panache. He's got the experience. But I know there's been a lot of talk of Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
Maybe not my favorite.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a positive and a negative in that answer.
Right. Well, Kim Jong-un really likes America now, so maybe just putting it out there. Terrific to see you.
Yeah,
This is
amazing.
great. Great collection. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you, David. And he
Thank
lives
you.
the Bond lifestyle as well. He probably drinks martinis the whole
Where's
the whole bit.
Where's blue swimmer's shorts? It's good.
Fantastic. What a fan.
All right. So it was a lot of fun. I mean, one of the things that I love about these types of interviews or any kind of discussion like this is it is a discussion. For me, I wasn't even on TV. It was just two individuals chatting with me, asking about something I'm obviously incredibly passionate and enthusiastic about, so it's not hard. Synapse fire, you want to answer very quickly. You notice that there was a little bit of lag. That was the time differential. It's not that I took 10 seconds to really think of the answer, but you've got to be quick, and I'm being very conscious of all of my speaker training and things, not to say uhs and ums and likes, and trying to be personable at the same time. I really did like the hosts of the show. I thought they were a lot of fun. I totally did not expect the wrist slashing thing. They did not prep me on that whatsoever, nor my favorite Bond, nor the Henry Cavill moment, or anything like that. That was totally off the cuff. But that's a kind of fun moment. I mean, I want to be thrown a curveball every now and then, but it was fun. These moments come very infrequently, but when they do, they're really engaging. I mean, it's a bit of nonsense and fun. Anyway, thought you would enjoy seeing that. And this has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. We will see you very soon. Take care. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.